Good morning, dears, and welcome to Super Coaching for UPSC by Textbook. And I am Pradeep, your economy mentor, and we are going to continue with our series that we are discussing the most expected questions for Prelim 2024 in economy, and we are going to cover the Ramesh Singh through the MCQs, and we are going to continue this series, and that is going to be, and that means we are going to continue with this series for 3 days in a week. So that means you people requested that this session should be increased or this series should be continued. That's why we have thought to increase the days. So we are going to continue with this series, that is 3 days in a week. So we are going to continue with this series 3 days in a week. So let's start our session. Let's connect little fast. This is going to be very interesting and very important. That is going to be the practice session. So let's start this. Let's connect little fast so that we can start it little fast. Please let me know, am I audible? Let me know, am I audible, dears? Am I audible? Am I audible, dears? So the very first question is on your screen. Let's go through it and let me know the answer. The very first question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the answer. Good morning, Shaukat. Good morning. Am I audible? Am I audible, dears? Am I audible, Shaukat? Okay, good. So the thing is, that means just go through the question and let me know the answer. Let me read it for you people. Consider the following statements regarding the currency depreciation in India. So it is related to currency depreciation. So the very first statement is currency depreciation increases the country's export activities. Second statement is travel to India gets costly. Third statement is people receiving remittances from abroad are gainer. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Your answer should be A if 2 and 3 are only correct. Your answer should be B if 1 and 2 is correct. Your answer should be C if right answer, Shaukat. Anybody else who want to attempt it? Anybody else? Right answer, Shaukat. Please attempt it. Right answer, anybody else? Let's connect little fast. So next question. Shall I explain it? Soccer? Shall I explain it? It is okay. So we are going to continue with next question. And next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the answer. Just go through it and let me know the answer. Next question is on the screen. Just go through it and let me know the answer. The question is, consider the following statements regarding government security. Consider the following statements regarding government security. Very first statement is, the short-term government security is called dated security, whereas long-term government securities are called treasury bills. Second statement is, in India, only the central government issue both treasury bills and dated security. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Your answer should be A if 1 is only correct. Your answer should be B if 2 is only correct. Your answer should be C if both 1 and 2 are correct. Your answer should be D if neither 1 nor 2 is correct. So let me know the answer. Let me know the answer. Anybody else? Wrong answer, Takat. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. Anybody else who want to attempt it? Wrong answer. Just attempt it once again. Anybody else? Dears, let me know the answer. Anybody else? Nobody. The thing is, first statement is wrong. Let me explain it. Explain it. First statement is wrong. First statement is wrong, and second statement is correct. Second statement is correct. That means it is the central government who can only issue both security, that is short-term security as well as long-term security. Short-term security is known as treasury bills. That government securities are known as government security is most secured security, and the government can issue the security for taking short-term loans or for taking long-term loans. So that means when the government needs the loans for the short-term, they issue the treasury bills. Treasury bills. So the long-term security is known as treasury bills, whereas the short-term security is known as treasury bills, whereas long-term security is known as dated security. In case of government, that long-term government security is known as dated security, and short-term government security is known as treasury bills. So that means, and it can be issued only by the central government, that is union government. Union government can issue both type of security. They can issue the treasury bills, that is short term security, whereas they can issue the long term security, that is dated security. Whereas the state governments can only issue long term security. State government can only issue long term security. They cannot issue short term security. That's why second statement is correct. In case of India, the state government can only issue long term security, that is known as state development loans. That is that the long term security of state government are known as state development loans. They are known as state development loans. So the state government cannot issue the short term security. So that's why second statement is correct. First statement is wrong, whereas second statement is correct, because it is only the central government, it is only the union government which can issue both type security, that is short term security as well as long term security. The state governments can only issue a long term security, that is known as state development loan. That is known as state development loan. That's why the right answer is B only. That's why the right answer is B only. Right answer is B only. So that means second statement is correct. That's why right answer is B only. Now we are going to proceed further, and next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the answer. Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the answer. Let me read it for you people. That the question is, with reference to Commission of for Agriculture Cost and Prices (CACP), consider the following statements. The very first statement is that Commission for Agriculture Cost and Prices takes the final decision on deciding minimum support price. Second statement is, it is attached office of the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Is or are correct? So your answer should be A if 1 is only correct. Your answer should be B if 2 is only correct. Your answer should be C if both 1 and 2 are correct. Your answer should be D if no one is correct. Sokat, right answer? Right answer? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else who want to give the answer? It should not be just I am discussing. That means it is just the practice session. Na? What we have said that we are going to cover all the chapters and all the important chapters of Ramesh Singh and Nitin Singhania through MCQ. And it is going to be the practice session for you people. So that's why I will request you people or advise you people to participate in this session. So just answer it. Answer it, dear. What is right answer? So, first statement is wrong. First statement is wrong because it is not CACP which has the final decision on minimum support price. Rather, it is Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. That is presided over by Prime Minister. That is, the Prime Minister is chairperson of this. Prime Minister is chairperson of Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, and this Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs is the final decision making authority on the minimum support price. That's why it is not CACP, rather it is Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs which takes the final decision on that minimum support price. Second statement is correct. Second statement is correct because CACP is the attached office. Be very clear that CACP, the recommendation of CACP is just a advisory in nature. They are not mandatory. They are not binding on the government. That means they are just a recommendatory. So that means, and this CACP is the attached office for attached office under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. So that means it is the attached office. So that means it was established as that Agriculture Price Commission. Agriculture Price Commission in 1965. After that it was renamed as CACP. After that it was renamed as CACP, and it is not a statutory body. A statutory body means this body has not been constituted through the Act of Parliament. It is simply a attached office under the Ministry of Farmers and Welfare. That's why the second statement is correct, whereas first statement is wrong. That's why the right answer will be B only. B only. B will be the right answer. So B will be the right answer. Next question. Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the answer. Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the answer. With reference to goods and service tax, consider the following statements. With reference to goods and service tax, consider the following statements. The very first statement is GST is based on the principle of destination based consumption taxation. Second statement is the rate of GST is decided by the union government. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Your answer should be A if only first statement is correct. Your answer should be B if only second statement is correct. Your answer should be C if both first and second is correct. Your answer should be D. Neither one nor two is correct. So what is the right answer? Let me know. What is the right answer? Let me know. Okay. Sokat, can you that means give the explanation for it in comment section? Can you give the explanation for your answer? Anybody else? There are not many students, but they are not answering. They are not answering. They are just listening the lecture. Please do participation. Right answer, Sokat. But can you? Okay, good, good, very good, very good. And the provision for GST Council is a constitutional provision. The provision for GST Council is constitutional provision. And let me know in the comment section that under which article there is provision for GST Council. Under which article of the Constitution there is provision for GST Council. First statement is correct. Let me explain it. GST. Let me explain this question. GST is known as good, Sokat. Very good. Extraordinary. 279A. So it is the constitutional provision, and that means the provision for GST Council is constitutional provision, and it has been inserted through 101st Constitutional Amendment Act. It has been inserted in the Constitution by 101st Constitutional Amendment Act 2016 or 2017, sorry. So 101 Constitutional Amendment Act. So this is inserted through the Constitutional Amendment Act, and that is 101. So let me explain it now. So the thing is, this GST, goods and service tax. GST is known as goods and service tax, and this is the amalgamation of the most of indirect tax. GST is amalgamation of most of the indirect taxes. That means GST has been subsumed most of the indirect taxes. And I have, 2017. That means by mistake, or by that means tongue was slipped. Because of that I said 2016. After that I said that it is 2017. So it is 2017 only. So that means I just want to say that it is under this GST, most of indirect taxes has been subsumed. And when we talk about the GST, that before the GST, in case of indirect taxes, it was source based. Indirect taxes earlier, that means that indirect taxes can be two types. One is indirect taxes can be two types. One is source based, other is destination based. So that in 2017 most of the indirect taxes has been subsumed under GST. So before 2017 there was indirect taxes, there was indirect taxes, and that was known as that means for the union government used to levy the taxes on the production activity, that was known as excise duty, and state government used to levy the taxes on distribution state, and that was known as sale tax. Okay, sale tax. So that means before that there was 2017 there was lot many type of indirect taxes, and those indirect taxes were source based. Those indirect taxes were source based. So that means source based means the revenue to the taxes which is being levied, that used to go to those states which has levied those taxes. So that is the source based. Now destination based means the now yeah, Rehan, good, very good, Rehan. So that means after that, that means adoption of GST. After the adoption of GST, now that means the whatever revenue is going to be, that means this is going to be in case of interstate trade, it is going to be that IGST. IGST is going to have the amalgamation of central CGST and SGST. So that SGST, this IGST part, that means in case of interstate trade, what is going to be that the union government is going to levy the IGST. Now we are talking about current situation, and in this IGST, in that integrated goods and service tax, this IGST is nothing but mathematical summation of CGST and SGST. So this CGST part will go to the union government, and SGST part will go to the state in which the product is going to be consumed. The SGST part will not go to that state in which it has been produced. That means suppose any product has been produced in Gujarat or Chennai or Mumbai, and it has been subsumed in Bihar. It has been consumed in Bihar. So that means earlier that when there was indirect taxes, that revenue used to go to the Gujarat, that is known as source based. Now the revenue will go to the Bihar, that is known as destination based. So now under the GST, that that IGST will be levied. And IGST is the mathematical summation of CGST and SGST, and CGST part will go to the union government, and SGST part will go to the Bihar government, not to the Gujarat government. Although the production has take place in Gujarat, so that means the tax will not go to the Gujarat, rather the tax will go to the Bihar. That is known as destination based or consumption based. So that's why first statement is correct, whereas second statement is wrong. That's why the right answer is that second statement is wrong. That's why right answer is A only. Right answer is A only. So now let me proceed further. And the next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the right answer. Sokat, it is not like that IGST is distributed. That means it is distributed not between the state, but it is being distributed between the center and the states. Okay, and that state is that state in which the product is being consumed. That is the meaning of destination based. That is the meaning. When we are talking about the destination based tax, destination means that the revenue will go to that state in which the product has been consumed. The product has been consumed, not to that state in which the production has taken place. Earlier, that was the revenues used to go to that state in which the production used to take place. Now that means CGST part, as I talked about, IGST is nothing but mathematical summation of CGST, central GST plus SGST, state GST. This CGST part will go to the union government. Okay, that is going to be part of divisible pool. But in divisible pool to which state? That means the union government will get the CGST part, and state government will get the SGST part. But which state? There is two states now. One state is that state in which the production is taking place. Other state is that state in which the final consumption of the product is taking place. That is the meaning of SGST. If it is going to take place in different state, that will be distributed among the different state. If the production, that means consumption, is taking place in one state, it will be in one state only. So that is the meaning of destination. That means source based means that distribution, that revenue is going to be in that state in which the production has taken place. But destination means revenue will go to that state in which the consumption is taking place. That's the meaning. That's the meaning. Now, let's proceed further and discuss the next question. Next question is on your screen. Just go through it. Next question is on your screen. Rehan Ali, no union government and that state. That let me see your comment, then I will. What is your comment? Comment is no union government and that state under which product has been sold in. Can you repeat your question once again, Rehan? Can you repeat your query once again? Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the right answer. Dears, consider the following statements about the small finance banks. The very first statement is they provide service to the unbanked and unserved region of the country. Second statement is these banks are registered as the public limited companies under the Companies Act 2013. And your answer should be A. If first statement is only correct, your answer should be B. If only second statement is correct, your answer should be C. If both first and second statement is correct, your answer should be D. If neither one nor two is correct. So let me know. Okay. Very good, Rehan. Very good. The comments are little. Very good, Sokat. Very good. Very good, dear. But you people are that means giving comments very late. Rehan Ali, wrong, dear. Rehan, wrong answer. That you are saying only first statement is correct, second statement is wrong. Anybody else? Anybody else? My dears, please, yeah, be participatory. Let me know how many are there who need the explanation for this question. Let me know how many are there who need explanation for this question. Shall I proceed further? They get license under the Banking Regulation Act 1949, not RBI Act 1934. Okay, be the case of that means that commercial banks or that means scheduled commercial banks. They get the license. They get the license under the Banking Regulation Act 1949, but they are registered as a public limited company under the Companies Act 2013. So that's why both statement is correct, Ryan. Both statement is correct. That's why the right answer is C only. Right answer is C only. That means they gets the license to do business, that is Banking Regulation Act 1949, but they registered themselves as a public limited company under the Companies Act 2013. That's why statement, second statement is wrong, so correct. Sorry, second statement is also correct, whereas first statement is also correct. That's why the right answer is C only. Right answer is C only. Let's proceed further and get the next question. Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the right answer. Let me know the right answer. Next question is on your screen. The question is, with reference to blue economy, consider the following statements. Very first statement is, the concept was introduced by Gunter Pauli. Second statement is, it advocates the greening of ocean development strategy for the higher productivity and conservation of ocean's health. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Very first, your answer should be A. If only one is correct, your answer should be B. If two is only correct, your answer should be C. If both 1 and 2 are correct, your answer should be D. If neither 1 nor 2 is correct. Anybody else? Please let me know the answer, dears. Let me know the answer, dears. What is the right answer? Ryan, wrong answer. Ryan, wrong answer. Anybody else? Anybody else? The right answer is C. Both statement is correct. This concept was introduced by Gunter Pauli. That is correct. This is the genesis of Gunter Pauli. So that's why both statement is correct. Both statement is correct. That's why the right answer is C only. Both statement is correct. That's why the right answer is C only. Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the right answer. Right answer, Sokat. Right answer. Anybody else? Anybody else? The right answer is D. All the three statements are correct. Mega food park. That means in order to increase the food processing activity, because it is considered to be the sunrise industry. Sunrise industry means that industry which has the great potential, in regard to employment as well as in regard to export potential. So that means in order to increase the food processing activity, the government of India has come with the initiative that is known as mega food parks. Under the mega food parks, that means that they are going to be the big infrastructure. There is going to be big infrastructure development at a particular place, and because of that, it will be instrumental for increasing the activity of food processing. So that means it provides the good infrastructure facility for food production. So that's why this statement is correct. This to increase the processing of perishable items and reduce wastage. That means, as I talked about, these are the big that means infrastructure, and that is going to be instrumental for food processing. That means perishable goods, that especially the vegetables and fruits, are the nature of vegetables and fruits are such that they get perished. Okay, that they get perished, and there is not the storage facility, there is not the sufficient storage facility in India. Because of that, there the most many that means a significant portion of the production gets perished. Because of that, now this is going to be that we want to increase the life of the perishable goods. For that, we are going to do the food processing, and that food processing is going to take place in mega food parks. So that's why the second statement is also going to be correct. So third statement is it provides the emerging and eco-friendly food processing technology to the entrepreneur. So under this, there is going to be the technological advancement, and that is going to be eco-friendly as well. That's why the both three statements are correct. That's why the right answer is D only. So that means all the students who have given the answer, they have given the right answer. So the right answer is D only. Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the answer. Just go through it and let me know the answer. Next question is, yeah, very good, Rehan. Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the right answer. The statement is, consider the following statements. The foreign portfolio investment, that is FPI, is often referred to as hot money. Second statement is FPI does not provide the investors with direct ownership of financial assets. Third statement is FPI is part of country's capital account, is shown on its balance of payment. Which of the statement given above is or are correct? Your answer should be A if 1 and 2 is correct. Your answer should be B if 2 is only correct. Your answer should be C if 3 is only correct. Your answer should be D if 1, 2, 3 are correct. Sokat, wrong answer. Rehan, wrong answer, dear. Anybody else who want to attempt it? Anybody else who want to attempt it? That means all three statements are correct. First statement is correct. Hot money is known as, that money is hot money, which is, that means that is which can be withdrawn, the foreign investment which can be withdrawn at will, and that can be invested at will, that is known as hot money. That is known as flight of currency. That means if the foreign investor is in position to withdraw whenever they want to, that is known as hot money. And the foreign investor is in position, when they want to invest, they will be in position to invest. So that means they can frequently change the investment, they can withdraw the investment, and they can that means invest the money in Indian economy. That is known as foreign portfolio, that is known as hot money. That is known as hot money. So foreign direct portfolio investment, FPI, that means the foreign investors can withdraw the money, as well as they can invest through the financial market, through the security market in Indian economy. That's why foreign portfolio investment is known as hot money. That's why the first statement is correct. That's why first statement is correct. Second statement, FPI, foreign portfolio investment. And you people must be aware that what is the definition of foreign portfolio investment. But let me remind it that foreign portfolio investment is the investment through which investors acquires the that means the security, financial security in the foreign that financial market, security market. That means what is foreign foreign portfolio investment? Foreign portfolio investment is the investment through which that investor purchase the security from the foreign security market. So because of that, they are not going to have the direct ownership. That foreign portfolio investment, under the foreign portfolio investment, that relationship between the investor and company is anonymous. That means for the company do not know who is investing. So that means, whereas in case of foreign direct investment, that means they are the owner of the company, they are the, that means equity shareholder, they are the equity shareholders. That's why second statement is also correct. Whereas third statement, when we talk about the balance of payment, this balance of payment can be categorized under two categories. One is known as current account, other is known as capital account. In this capital account, the current account, there is visible, that means trade account or visible account, other is service account. Whereas this capital account, in the capital account, there is foreign investment, there is NRI deposit, there is external commercial borrowings, there is public debt, and there is sale and purchase. So foreign investment is going to include both. It is going to include FDI as well as FPI. That's why third statement is also correct. That's why the right answer is going to be D only. Right answer is D only. That's why the right answer is D only. Right answer is D only. If there is any doubt, let me know. Is there any doubt in regard to this? No one has given the right answer. Sokat, what happened? Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the right answer. Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the right answer. Next question. Let me read it. Which of the following statements, the very first statement is, the fair and remunerative price. This is not free, this is fair. It's based on the Rangarajan committee report on reorganizing the sugarcane. And the second statement is, the payment of fair and remunerative price across the country is governed by the Essential Commodity Act 1955. 1955. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Is or are correct? Sokat, right answer. We have right answer. Both the statements are correct. Fair and remunerative price is based upon the recommendation of Rangraj committee. That is correct. Although that is being decided by the CACP, and that the advice is given by CACP, but the provision for this fair and remunerative price is on the recommendation of Rangarajan committee. That's why first statement is correct, and this is also correct. Second statement is also correct. That means that under this there is this fair and remunerative prices that governed under the Essential Commodity Act. So the second statement is also correct. That's why both the statement is correct. That's why the right answer is C only. Right answer is C only. Let's proceed further and let me know the right answer of next question. Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the right answer. Which of the following can aid in furthering the government's objective of inclusive growth? The very first statement is promoting self-help groups. Second statement is promoting micro, small and medium enterprises. Third statement is implementing Right to Education Act. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Your answer should be A if only one statement is correct. Your answer should be B if only two statements are correct. Your answer should be C if all the statements are correct. Your answer should be D if none of the statement is correct. Rehan Ali. Shaukat, right answer. Rehan, right answer. So that means there is no need to explain this question. All students has given the right answer, but still let me explain. They are talking about that following can add the furthering the government objective. They are talking about the inclusive growth. Inclusive growth means they are talking about the economic growth should be converted into economic development. Once it is going to be economic development, it is going to be inclusive growth. Once the economic growth is going to be converted into economic development, it is going to be inclusive enough. That's why. That means the self-help group is instrumental for converting the economic growth into economic development. That's why the first statement will be correct. Second statement, if we are going to promote the micro, small and medium enterprise, that is labor intensive. If they are labor intensive, so that means they are going to give the employment opportunity to the more and more population or individuals. That's why it will be instrumental for converting economic growth into economic development. That's why it will be instrumental for inclusive growth. Third statement, implementing, if that the government of India has implemented the right to education, that means the purpose is just to that means each and everybody can be part of the workforce. So that's why the third statement can also is also true. That's why the right answer is C. That all the three statements are correct. All the three statements are correct. That's why the right answer is C only. Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the right answer. Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the right answer. Anybody else? Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the answer. The question is, which of the following can potentially lead to a higher credit growth in Indian banking system? First statement is reduction in capital adequacy ratio by Reserve Bank of India. Third statement, second statement is cut in repo rate by the Reserve Bank of India. Third statement is increase in interest rates offered by small saving schemes. Fourth statement is increasing the macroeconomic indicators of the economy. Sokat, anybody else? Right answer, dear. Sokat, dear. Right answer, but let me know that why. Only 3 are correct, not 4 are correct. Which of the statement is not correct and why? Can anyone explain in comment box which statement is wrong and why? Can anyone explain which statement is wrong and why? Very good, Soccer. Very good. Third statement is wrong because if interest rate is going to increase, the credit is going to decrease. Definitely. Okay, third statement is wrong. That's why the right answer is 3 only. 3 statement, that is first, second and fourth are correct. That's why the right answer is C only. Right answer is C only. Very good, dear. Very good, Soccer. Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the right answer. Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the right answer. The question is, which of the following measures can reduce the current account deficit? They are talking about the current account deficit of the country. Devaluation of domestic currency relative to other currency. Second statement is increase in cash reserve ratio requirement by the central bank. Third statement is emphasis on the policy of import substitution. Fourth statement is human resource development of workforce. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. Your answer should be A if second statement and third statement are correct. Your answer should be B if first, third and fourth statement are correct. Your answer should be C if second and fourth statement are correct. Your answer should be D if first, second, third and fourth all statements are correct. Anyone? This is most conceptual question. That means difficulty level is going to be good enough. So whosoever will answer, that is the matter of appreciation. Let me know the right answer. Good, Soccer. Very good. Why? Can you explain why? Which statement is not correct and why? Sokat, right answer, but can you explain in the comment section? Ryan, very good, dear. But explain in comment section why, which statement is wrong and why. So less money supplied, how will it will be instrumental for not reducing the current account deficit? Can you explain? Very good, Soccer. Right. But let me explain little more and let me know that why if there is going to be shortage of money, it will not reduce the current account deficit. Very good, soccer. Extraordinary. Very good. Very good. But why? Ryan, correct. But explain in comment section. It is not like that less money, less demand. They are talking about the current account deficit. That takes into account the import and exports. Very good, Rehan. Good. The thing is, my dears, please let me explain. Okay, both are correct, although both are correct, but let me explain it more clear. Let me explain it. If the cash reserve ratio is going to increase, be very clear. If the cash reserve ratio is going to increase, the cost of borrowing for the private sector is going to increase. Cost of borrowing for the private sector is going to increase. If the cost of borrowing is going to increase, that means cost of production is going to increase. Cost of production is going to increase. If the cost of production is going to increase, our product is not going to be competitive. That means product competitiveness is going to reduce. If the product competitiveness is going to reduce, our exports are going to reduce. If the exports are going to reduce, then CAD, current account deficit, is going to increase, not going to reduce. Not going to reduce. Okay, this should be, although both are correct, absolutely correct, but this is more appropriate. It's okay that less money supply, less demand. Okay, it is okay, but the thing is that because of CRR, when CRR is going to be increased, CRR is going to be increased when there is more money supply. It is not about the money supply. RBI is going to adopt the contractionary monetary policy only when RBI is going to increase the CRR only when there is inflation. And why there is inflation? Because there is more money supply. So, but the thing is, because of that increase in money supply, CRR, because of increase in CRR, what is going to be? That means the cost of borrowing for the private sector. Cost of borrowing for the private sector, that the private sector will get the loan at higher interest rate. If they will get the loan at higher interest rate, their cost of production will increase. If their cost of production will increase, that means whatever they are producing, their competitiveness will reduce. That means that product will not be competitive because the prices will be more, because the cost of production has increased, because the cost of, so the prices will be more. Because of that, our product will not be that competitive in the international market. Because of that, our export will reduce. That export for us is nothing but import for the foreign country. That means why they were importing? Because that was, they were getting that product at cheaper price. But because of increase in cost of production, the prices has increased. So our export will reduce, and because of that, CAD will increase rather than decrease. Okay, so Akat, you are correct, but we have to think. Okay, we are talking about less demand. It is not about, CAD is not about the domestic demand. The CAD, current account deficit, or current account takes into account. That means what is BOP? BOP is the financial that means a systematic record of relation of economic interaction of one country with rest of the world, and that can be in the current account and that can be in the capital account. Current account means that means trade account. That account, trade account means import and export of goods, and other can be that import and export of services. So that's why it is about import and export, not about the domestic demand. Okay, good, 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 good. Good, Sakat, very good. Very good. Okay. Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the answer. Next question is on your screen. Just go through it and let me know the answer. With reference to full capital account convertibility, consider the following statement. The very first statement is, it may facilitate Indian banks to increase their overall lending activities. Second statement is, it may help to produce more number of Indian multinational companies. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Your answer should be A if one is only correct. Your answer should be B if 2 is only correct. Your answer should be C if both are correct. Your answer should be D if neither is correct. Sokat, right answer dear. Right answer. Very right answer. Is there anyone who want to answer? Is there anyone who want to answer it? Anybody else? Anybody else? Right answer is C. Good, good, Rehan. Very good, Rehan. Right answer is C only. Let me explain. What is the capital account convertibility or convertibility? Convertibility means freedom to convert one form of currency into another form of currency. That means if the Indian businessman or citizen of India is in position to convert that rupee into dollar and dollar into rupee, be the case of capital account transaction or be the case of current account transaction. In case of India, that in India, on the transaction of current account, in case of current account transaction, that there is full convertibility. That means for the transaction of current account, that is import and export of goods and services, there is full convertibility. That rupee can be exchanged into dollar and dollar can be exchanged into rupee. But in case of capital account, there is partial convertibility. Partial convertibility means there is not the full convertibility. For the capital account convertibility, capital account, there is not full convertibility and there is partial convertibility. And to take into that means whether the Indian economy is good enough to have the full capital account convertibility or not. The 2 times the committee was Tarapur committee. SS Tarapur committee was constituted 2 times. That is being constituted in 1996 and 2005-6. Okay, so that means 2 times Tarapur committee was constituted, but that means Tarapur committee recommended that first the India should have to strengthen their basics, then only they can go for the full capital account convertibility. So this is about the convertibility, that in case of India, on the current account transaction, India has the full convertibility, whereas capital account transaction, India is partial convertibility, and that is on the basis of case to case. Okay, so that is, now try to understand if there is going to be full convertibility means that in rupee can be converted into dollar and dollar can be converted into rupee, on especially on the capital account transaction, because in the current account transaction we already have the full convertibility. So what is going to be the consequences? The very first is, it may facilitate Indian banks to increase their overall lending activity. Definitely, because they can lend out to outside as well, so their lending activity is going to increase. That's why the right answer, first is going to be right, second is going to be also going to be right, because that means it will increase the number of multinational companies, because they can, whenever they want to withdraw their investment, they will be in position to withdraw. Whenever they want to invest, they will be in position to invest. That's why it will increase the number of multinational companies. That's why first and second both are correct. That's why the right answer is both 1 and 2. Right answer is both 1 and 2. That's why the right answer is C only. Right answer is C only. This is that means, let me finish here because we already left our time, so it is already over. So if there is any doubt, let me know, otherwise we are going to disconnect. That means we are going to finish the class here itself. We are going to finish the class here itself. If there is any doubt in regard to this session, let me know, otherwise we stop here. If there is any doubt regard to this session, let me know, otherwise we stop here. And to get the PDF of this session, connect, let me connect to, please connect to my Telegram ID. Please connect to my Telegram ID. This is my Telegram ID. And to get the PDF, you can connect here. Thank you very much, dear. Thanks a lot. We stop here. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. We stop here.